What's up, guys? Arash Bar here, Classic Physique IFBB Pro. The fists have nothing to do with bodybuilding, but I like them. So in my story this morning, I did some vacuums, and I was talking about that I'm prepping now for 2019 Olympia. It's 1 year away. So you might be thinking, what the hell is he talking about? I'm getting in the physical and mental state to prepare for the Olympia the day after the 2018 Olympia. I will progress and get better every single day in one way or another. I might not get bigger every day, I might not get stronger every day. I'm not going to be dieting hard now. I'm going to be slowly going into an off season. And if you watch my other videos, I say why slowly, because we're in fat storing mode. A lot of you guys think after shows you could get jacked and big, but you also store a lot of fat. That's another video. So I'm going to be focusing on getting better. I'm not going to be sitting back, relaxing, taking a break, not training so hard, and then 4 months before the Olympia start turning it up. No, I'm going to work now. What a lot of you have to understand is that 0.01% of athletes make it, become professional athletes. Now, I'm sure that percentage is a little different in bodybuilding because it's definitely a smaller industry and there's a lot less people in it. It's less competitive than, let's say, the NFL or the NBA, but you get the gist of it. It's very, very difficult to become a professional athlete and to be a good professional athlete. Just turning pro and not doing anything with it is not very admirable, in my opinion. And not very impressive. You know, there's a lot of people in the NBA and NFL where you don't even know their name. They're sitting on the bench, and still, that's very difficult to obtain. So instead of sitting around and making excuses that this person has better genetics, this person is taking better supplements or doing something that you're not doing or willing to do, or financial reasons, or a lot of stuff I get is from people from other countries saying other people in other countries have it easier, they have access to X, Y, and Z. Listen, work your ass off, focus and be determined. Don't make excuses. If you're training 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week, there's somebody training 16 days a week. I know that sounds ridiculous, but there's people out there that train numerous times a day. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but you need to work. You need to work and push yourself. You need to progress. You need to get up earlier in the morning, maybe do some stretching. None of you stretch. Work on your midsection. A lot of you lack on that. Work on your lagging body parts. Sit and think, is my training correct? Can I be training better? I see a lot of amateurs and a lot of professionals just going through the movements in the gym, making a lot of mistakes, just yanking weight, pulling weight, because they think that's what they're supposed to do. And a lot of times it's because there's a camera on them, social media, or people in the gym watching, and they're trying to do record-breaking weights. Some of the strongest guys I know are the smallest. They might not be so small where they don't take up a lot of space. Some of them are actually heavy and big, but they don't have big, round, blasting muscle bellies, huge sweeps in their legs. Some of the heaviest squatters I know have narrow legs. It's not always just push and go heavy. It's your technique, it's your form. You need to utilize other people's expertise. You need to study. You can't just think, I know what I'm doing. You think a LeBron James just does his own thing and doesn't listen to anyone? LeBron James has a trainer for his left foot, his right foot, his left arm, his right arm. He's got various doctors, strength coaches, nutritionists. He's gonna use other people's expertise to make himself better. That's basically how entrepreneurs work as well. An entrepreneur is not an expert at every single thing they do. They manage people, put them together, and utilize other people's expertise. Yes, bodybuilding is a one-man sport. I'm gonna step on stage alone, but there's a lot of people in the background that can help me get to that point. I have physical therapists, I work with a chiropractor, deep tissue massage. I'm always reaching out to people and asking questions, other bodybuilders, doctors. There's so many variables that all have to align for you to be the best possible athlete, and in this case, bodybuilder, that you can be. And it's not only physical, it's mental as well. Practice meditation, practice breathing, make sure you're sleeping well, make sure your nutrition is on point. And what do I mean? I don't mean just, when we talk about nutrition and bodybuilding, a lot of people think it's just about eating to get lean or eating to get big. No, no, no. Eating to be healthy. You need a wide array of foods that are nutritionally dense. Whitefish and rice may be okay for the last few weeks of a show to get really dry and lean and so on, but they're not nutritionally dense. There's not many nutrients in rice. There's some carbohydrates, so that's about it. You need to have various food groups. You need to feed your body what it needs and listen to your body. If you're really, really craving something, if you feel like you should take the day off, or you feel like you should do legs instead of back, listen to your body and go with it. If you're craving chocolate chip cookies a week out of a show, don't listen to it, stay strict. But sometimes when we're dieting really, really hard, of course we're gonna have cravings. But when you're thinking to yourself, like, this isn't, I'm pushing too hard, I'm dieting so hard and I'm not really making the progress someone on such low calories should be making, and I feel like I need more food, eat, have a refeed. You don't have to go out and have a disgusting cheat meal of greasy, shitty food, but you can have the clean food you're eating in your diet with higher calories. A lot of times you guys just need a high fat day because you restrict fats so much, and fats are needed to burn fats, and fats are also needed to produce hormones, male and female, estrogen, testosterone. So without going off on a tangent, the video here is about working harder than you did yesterday, working harder than the other athlete next to you. When you're not in the gym, somebody is. I'm not telling you to stay in the gym for 16 hours a day, but you need to work. If you want bigger legs, sit down with a pen and pencil and write down what you've been doing and write down what you think you can do to improve your legs. Maybe train them more frequently, maybe train them less frequently. Some of you train so frequently and so intense, you're not giving your body a chance to rest. You have to bring all the tools you have to the table, consider all the variables, make the best possible plan for you. People say this works for me, that works for him. To a certain degree, I understand everybody kind of responds differently to certain things, but at the end of the day, we're all mammals. We all get lean from being in a calorie deficit and expending energy. We all grow from being at a surplus of calories and training heavy and hard. There might be a few little things here and there that are different, but you need to push your boundaries. I see people in the gym coming up to me asking me, how do I get this accomplished? How do I get bigger? How do I get leaner? And I'm like, you don't even push hard. I see you every day. You don't work hard. If I can't tell if you just got here to the gym or you're leaving, there's an issue. When people come up to you and be like, oh, did you just get here or you leave? Like, when I just get to the gym, I look fresh and vibrant and dry. When I'm done with my workouts, you don't need to ask me if I just got here. I look like I'm done. I look like I got hit by a truck and dragged about a quarter mile. I'm dripping wet and I'm exhausted and I can barely keep my head up. I'm so tired. So push yourself harder. Ask yourself, am I giving it my all? Have I left any stones unturned? If yes, turn them over. Ask questions. Question everything you do, always. When you're questioning and doubting your life and your path and your process, that's a beautiful thing. You will progress. You will come up with answers. Maybe what you're doing is perfect and it's fine, but questioning it will make sure of this. I hope you guys understand the message and you understand what I'm trying to get across. Don't make excuses. Don't look at other people. When you look at other people, I compete against guys that are younger than me and in my opinion are very, very genetically gifted. I think a lot of them more so than me, and I beat a lot of them because of the mental state and the heart. I push really, really hard. I'm mentally stronger than a lot of guys I compete against. I don't think I'm just genetically more gifted or anything like that. So take these things into consideration and start working harder.